Now this next spiritual exercise is going to be more challenging than probably any of the ones that we've done so far. Might even turn out to be one of the most challenging things of this whole boot camp, but I don't think so, because each week as you do the exercises, you are building up your faith muscles, you are growing stronger. And so this task that I am now going to give to you today, if you had done this at the beginning of the boot camp, might have been more difficult than it is now. So congratulate yourself. Okay, this particular spiritual exercise is to turn off social media for an entire day. And I recommend that the Lord's Day, the day of rest, is the day that you turn off social media. Even the good stuff, the funny memes that make you laugh in the midst of stress or whatever, turn that off too. Because it's all mixed in with some bad stuff, some depressing stuff, some aggravating stuff. So turn off social media. And if you're doing this on a Sunday, which is preferable, do this on your day of rest, as I said. And because it's your day of rest, also mute your phone from any business emails and text messages. In other words, don't let your employer, if you have a job, for example, where they tend to want you to be available 24/7 because they can text you, mute the phone so you can't hear the text messages. Now, of course, you might have family or friends that you want texting you, so you need to make an arrangement with them and let them know that you are giving yourself this time off, this break from work-related emails and phone calls and text messages. Give them another way to let you know that it's them and not work. There's an easy way that most cell phones, probably your cell phone will do this. I do this with my cell phone. In your contact list, you can choose how you are notified when that contact calls you or texts you. Each phone is different, so I'm not going to give you instructions, but there is a way to mute. Like, for example, when my husband texts me, my phone goes, "Hey!" So I know it's him. You know, there's actual a little option in my phone. You know, when you go through the list of sounds for notification, there's one that goes, "Hey!" And there are other people who, you know, you have a whole bunch of different text messages. Notification sounds for text messages. If it's from somebody you make sure you don't want to hear from on your time off, you can also assign a specific notification sound to that person and their text messaging. However, are you strong enough yet to resist taking a look when you hear the message come in? You can also mute text messages. As a particular person, at a particular time of your choosing, such as all day on Sunday, you can have that person's messages muted. Now, they will show up visually if you take a look at the phone. Then you have to be strong at not looking at it. There are a number of other ways as well. Think about it, pray about it, get creative, and share your ideas on how to do this in the comments of this week's boot camp exercise. The point is, free yourself from the technology that gives you too much access to stress, too much access to what is negative, what is bad news. So you need to choose to take control and allow yourself to choose which ones to respond to and which ones to ignore. Give yourself permission to ignore whatever is from work, whatever is bad news, which in that I'm talking about specifically turning off social media and other sources of bad news. If you have a news app on your phone, for example, turn it off, disable that app for the day, or just don't look at your phone. Now, if you're in a situation where you don't need to leave your phone on for family or friends, something that's important, and you want, and by the way, you could also tell your family and friends, hey, my phone is off for the day. If it's important for you to reach me, then call my husband, call my wife, call my friend, somebody else who's living with me, to tell them that you want me to call. So in other words, you can set up a communication through somebody else. Get creative. Think about it. Take charge. Take control. And if you are in a situation at work where they expect you to be able to be available whenever they want to text you or call you, you can, the next day say, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that you tried to reach me. By the way, people can leave phone messages that you look at the next day. You got to take control of that too. And you can honestly tell them, I'm sorry, I didn't know that you had called or texted me. My phone was off. If they don't like that, then say this, my phone battery ran down. My phone died. And you can make that happen so you're telling the truth. Let your phone battery die overnight. So say Saturday night, don't plug it in for a recharge. Let it die so that on Sunday, your phone battery has died and you can't be reachable. Do something, in other words. Get creative to take control. Stay away from social media for a whole day and from being accessible to others who could add to your stress. That is holy. That is something that the Lord wants you to do because you're taking charge of your time. You're taking control over negative things, stressful things, and focusing instead on things that are good for you. You're spending your time relaxing, spending your time doing things alone with the Lord or with family, playing games or something like that. This is maybe the most difficult thing. So please share with others what you do to help accomplish this. God bless you.